Since I was in kindergarten, I picked up a crayon. I mean, it's just something it's in me. When I worked as an architect, I was given a design by the head designer, and then I would have to take that design and turn it into the building. By working on the drawings, it always fascinated me that what I was drawing was not the final product, but only a process to get to something that was tangible and in the real world. I always wanted to take that into my art. So one of the aspects of architecture was the model building. And there was a layering technique used for topography that it was a very effective way of building forms. And after working on models day after day at times in the younger aspects of my career, I wanted to have a way of translating that into my art. So I wanted to find a way of creating a three-dimensional art. It's a technique that I've learned has become very versatile. It allows me to quickly translate a drawing into a three-dimensional sculpture. One of the aspects of the layering is what am I trying to convey? Sometimes all it takes is just getting enough layers to define edges, and then I'll use my paint to bring those edges and those surfaces to life. If it's something I'm trying to make realistic, such as my dog sculptures, then it's a matter of proportion, it's a matter of scale, it's a matter of bringing in enough layers so that when you look at that sculpture head on, it creates enough depth visually, almost an optical illusion, that your eye is believing you're seeing the head of the dog. So once again, it goes back to the architectural design. It's all about scale, proportion, the space that you're in, how you're observing the space, and it's a design aspect that is translated over from my architectural training. I don't put things down randomly. I feel like everything is important, like it's a note in a composition. Line in on a construction drawing that means something. Not only do I build up the colors, but the texturing alone builds up shadows in some of my sculptures, which adds a sense of depth, like you would have the flutes in a column of a building. So again, it was something that I'm learning from architecture, that it's not only important to see something from up close, but from a distance. As sunlight hits my sculptures, you create very delicate lines of shadow that you wouldn't get unless the piece was textured. Many of my pieces come to me because people love dogs. I'm not just assembling layers of wood, but I'm almost assembling layers of memories for the people as they walk through their life with their animal. But when they have it in their hand and it's a memorial, many of my customers, clients, have started crying. And I realized, geez, I've just taken just pieces of wood, layered them together, and they touch a chord with people.